We would like to take a moment here at Redline Radio to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Detroit Auto Parts is not only the official part store of Redline Radio, but it is also home of our original studio. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, you can give a call at 216-398-7373. And as always, if you mention Redline Radio, receive 10% off your parts purchase. Growing Wings Adult Services continues to be an official sponsor of Studio Number 2 and Redline Radio. With over 7 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities in the Northern Ohio area, you can reach out to Lisa at 234-334-7547 today to see how Growing Wings Adult Services can help you and your family. And as testified by their many satisfied companies, Dynatech's diamond saw blades are the fastest cutting and longest lasting. Customer satisfaction is how Dynatech measures success, and their engineers are always available to help you troubleshoot and solve a problem on your job site. Dynatech is the only saw blade company recommended by the pavement marking manufacturing industry, and they're located in Elyria, Ohio. Dynatech is committed to being the top diamond saw blade company around the world. We stand behind our products, and with a warranty and customer service that keeps our customers satisfied and earns us the ranking of best in the industry. You can contact Dynatech today at 800-446-9001, or you can email them at sales@dynatech.com or visit their website, Dynatech.com. Pit Road Diecast, specializing in all current and past NASCAR diecast cars and model car kits. And you know what? It's not just diecast model car kits. Oh, no. They have movie cars too. You can just ask Bill about that. But for all your diecast or model car kit needs, you can call Dynatech at 216-355-2347 and mention Redline Radio and get 10% off your in-store purchase. And of course, always keep Sean from Pit Road Diecast in your thoughts, prayers, or however you want to keep her in your mind, as she is currently battling cancer. We say it on every show. You hear it. Incredible Keepsakes is the official merchandise provider of all things Red Line Radio and our show hosts. T-shirts, cups, binders, keychains, hats, mouse pads, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, you name it, and Incredible Keepsakes can make it and customize it for you. You can call 440-242-9648 or go to their website, incrediblekeepsakes.com. And as Mike and Diane always say, cherished moments are made to last forever. Got a little storm damage from all those storms we had a couple weeks ago? Well, you know who to call, and it ain't Ghostbusters. It's Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. Bathrooms, kitchens, windows, doors, sidings, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, are you catching a pattern here, people? Residential or commercial, you can call Will today, 440-731-7654, and you tell Will that Redline Radio sent you. Congratulations to Chad Moon for being nominated as the best male frontman in Northeast Ohio in the Cleveland Music Awards this past week. But Bad Juju is the official band of Redline Radio, covering all of your favorites from the 80s and 90s. To book Bad Juju today, you contact the one and only Chad Moon, and you can do that at 440-458-0209. Well, after you're done watching Bad Juju perform, or maybe while Will Wiggins is doing some construction on your house, you can just jet on over to Lucy's Pubs, located at 2218 Broadview Road in Cleveland. Michelle and the staff at Lucy's are always committed to giving their guests the best experience. Join them every Friday night for karaoke with the one and only Timbuktu, and of course, all hometown sports games. You can contact Lucy's at 216-675-0013. The Ohio Wheelman Series is the premier stock car racing series in Northeast Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana, and Redline Radio is proud to sponsor the Ohio Wheelman Series. There's no better way to get your company logo on some of the fastest stock cars in the state. Not to mention, local racers are some of the most loyal people when it comes to supporting our sponsors. Affordable Concrete Solutions is the way to get your driveway looking all spiffy after all them storms we've been having and all the water that's just destroying the concrete on your driveway, sidewalk, or maybe you just want to accent it, or maybe just seal it so that doesn't happen again. You can call them today at 440-714-1987 or email affordableconcretesolutions@gmail.com. Well, now you got your parts from Detroit Auto Parts, but who's going to put them on for you? Well, that would be Tuffy Auto Care. It's more than just a slogan. At Tuffy, we stand behind our work and promise that it will be done right, period, or we'll fix it for free. Tuffy is located at 649 Leona Street in Elyria. Your one-stop shop for vaping, CBD, and kratom in Elyria, Ohio is none other than Puff and Roll, your favorite local smoke shop, located at 464 at North Abbey Road. You can contact them today, 440-444-4443. Ask for Dave and Dan, and when you do, you mention Redline Radio, and you get 10% off your purchase. AC not blowing cold? Heat not hot enough for you? Give Sensible Solutions HVAC a call, specializing in service, maintenance, repair, and installation. Give them a call today, 440-985-8387. Let's say you ordered a big shipment from Incredible Keepsakes and you need someone to get it to you. Well, that's when you contact All Pro Freight Systems. Large order freight shipping located in Northeast Ohio. One call hauls it all. All Pro Freight Systems located at 1200 Chester Industrial Parkway in Avon. Ask for Matt at 440-933-2222. If you're interested in advertising with Redline Radio, then give Dave a call at 440-503-0828. And for programming information, you can check out redlineradiolLC.com or any of our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever they're calling it nowadays, Twitch, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And to take Redline Radio on the go to listen to all of our great music and shows, download the Redline Radio LLC Android app at the Google Play Store today.
chasing my dreams in the city lights. I'm the man with the plan, got $1 million in my hand, ain't playing around, about to drop that elbow. Somebody about to feel the pain from my cerebellum, ain't even playing, I ain't rocking like Dreidel, cause I ain't got time for all you haters. You stay rushing, demonstrating, but I gotta keep it real. I'm on my own, trying to do what's right, traveling the road with a lot of bumps in it. But if I got to move, I move. If I got to shake, I shake. I'm like LeBron James when I'm on the court. Man, this ain't nothing but a breeze, cause it's so easy for me, and I'm achieve all my dreams. If you see what I'm saying, chasing the dream, 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 chasing
You can't get rid of Satan so easy. I own just soul. And I'm the real show sponsor. Get ready for another hellish episode of Loud and Fucking Local with Jeff James.
There's a storm coming. The boat is unsteady. It's a little rocky. Gonna create some waves. Welcome to Killer Queen. How you feeling? Good. Oh, fuck yeah, that never gets old. That's fucking great. I feel so mafia right now. Gangsta. Just like Lisa. Country vixen. Welcome to Loud and Local. Sorry we're late getting on. We got a meeting. Hashing shit out. Getting real.
Definitely real.
Yep. I tried out every chair again in the place. I picked the broken one. I'm not going to talk about chairs, right?
No.
It's off limits. God. All right. Strange day.
Very strange.
Last night was pretty cool, though.
I had a lot of fun last night.
Yeah. So I had a good Wednesday and Saturday with you, right? Wednesday, we pretty much knocked out a whole album worth of material,
Absolutely.
right? Saturday night, we were at Sacred Waters and had a show out there. AJ Chase didn't play, so I filled in for her, which was
You did fine.
interesting.
You did good.
Tim, I chose not to practice all day and just detailed the car instead. And then when I got up on stage, I was like, shit,
Should have practiced.
should have practiced.
But you did fine.
Yeah, it was all right. It was pretty cool. Totally different situation when you're playing by yourself, right? Than with a band.
Yeah.
Band gives you a lot of leeway and stuff. Where playing by yourself, you have
It's
to
like-
carry the whole sound, you
It
know?
was like lonely up there.
It was a little lonely.
I'm lonely.
Yeah, I just put my head down.
So lonely.
So no one knows that I'm teaching you guitar.
Yes.
And we're going to start a band. We picked a band name today. I'm not going to say it because I might steal it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say it yet.
Yeah.
What's the band name? I want to know the band name. Wait, why come we didn't discuss? We discussed everything. We discussed how my shit smells. We discussed how
That's
big my
true.
feet are, and we couldn't discuss the band name.
No,
We'll have
do you
to-
want to say it? Or?
No, let's tell them off air because I don't want.
Yeah, we'll
nobody
tell
to
you
take
off
it.
here. But it's really good. Lisa came up. Actually, she was coming up with the name of the album.
Yeah,
and
I
she
did.
came up with this, and I was like, "Man, that's probably a really good band name.
Mm-hmm.
No one would expect that from us,
Right.
right?"
Yeah, I've been coming up with a lot of stuff that's like surprising.
No, very
surprising
dark.
Me. Yes.
Yeah. Although I like that because we're kind of going for like a modern Corn sound.
Yeah, I gotta
Right.
get out of my dark era though, for
Right.
real.
Yeah, you know, you don't have to live in it. You just, use it for inspiration.
Yeah, it's been very inspiring.
Yeah, well, when you're pissed off, it definitely is.
Yeah,
And it's like punching something that makes you feel better.
and I've been really trying hard not to. I've been really trying to
Yeah.
be good, but I'm gonna pull myself out of it so
I
I
did.
don't hurt somebody.
Dark depths of hell.
Yes, I've been in dark depths.
Oh, it's warm there.
Yeah,
The water feels good.
I'm
Dip your toe in there. See how it feels. It's like sticking the tip in.
it's just too hot for me, Jeff. Too hot. Too hot for me.
Is it too hot for you to stick the tip
Yes.
in?
Yes. That's why I'm gonna stick a tip. I need the whole thing. Can't be no
Just
teasing.
stick that thumb up there.
This can't be teasing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so as we're talking about that, I'm thinking about actually moving out to Akron. I kind of like that area. I like Barberton because in Doylestown too because it's super fucking quiet.
Yeah.
Like I like the peace and quiet. Although Kenmore Boulevard does intrigue me. It'd probably be a lot of fun.
There's just a lot of guns going off every day and
Yeah.
people, being rowdy and trash and everything. And,
Kind of be like when I was in Egypt, right?
I don't know, never been.
Yeah, it's the Middle East. Everybody has guns. Everything smells like soup.
Just taste the soup.
Don't eat the goat. So that's fucking funny. So Loud and Local is going to be hitting all of Akron, Northwest, Northeast Ohio, and Southern Ohio for the whole focus for October. We're going to take the show in a little bit of a different direction. We're going to play less music for certain reasons. And we're going to also do a lot of paranormal stuff, right?
For the month of October.
For the
right?
month of October, because I love Halloween. Halloween's like my favorite thing, right? So on tonight's show, my partner in crime, the country vixen, Baby Hands Lisarella, as my co-host. We also have in the studio Justin George of Talking About Balls to chat football and whatever else we want to talk about. We have a Zoom call with Queen Elizabeth, who's actually on right now. We're going to do...
Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz. What's up, my queen? Pardon this jester.
She's looking at you like, you can't hear me, fool. What are you doing?
I said it to her last night when I walked over to her. I said, hello, my queen.
I seen that.
Yeah.
See her big old smile.
She was like, get down, peasant. So we're going to do a Zoom call with her. She has a bunch of cool stuff to tell us. She has a beautiful singing voice. I heard her bring the house down when we were at Crystal Palooza on Sunday. And we're going to talk about some cool local Akron shit going on. That's going to be this next week. Lisarella is going to be giving us the local happenings. Yeah. I just haven't thought of a cool name. I think we should go with Shit Going Down
It could be.
with the gangster country vixen.
Yeah.
She
maybe.
is she's super gangster.
You are kind of gangster. yeah.
She
Here
is.
lately. Here in the last 2 months.
And So we're also going to talk about the Gore Orphanage story because it is Halloween time. And we're going to talk about Front Street because they have this really cool thing going on. It's like the 7 Stories of Hell, which is on 2 stories in the bar. And the whole place is decked out like a haunted house. It's really freaking cool. And on their big screen TVs, they've been killing off the staff. And we've been getting footage of it and then making it look like security footage caught on like a camera. So they killed me off first. They killed me in the kitchen.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I told them I want to be the first to die.
It's always to cook.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. I sent you the photo
Yeah,
of
it
it,
was
right?
funny.
It looked cool. So they're going to play those on the screen every Friday night. They have movies that they're going to play. They're my sponsor, so I'm going to plug the fuck out of them right now. But I like that place. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The rice bowl's good.
Rice Bowl's good. It's named after your company.
Yep, that's why it's excellent.
Not Growing Wings Rice Bowl. It's Keezy
Easy Productions.
Productions Rice Bowl.
Yes.
I don't want my rice to fly.
Yeah, you want it to fly down your belly, though, right?
Yeah.
It will.
That's why it's KZ Production.
Yeah. So, Front Street's got some really cool shit going on. Also talking about some other sponsors. Sacred Water sponsors us. We were there last night. Thank you, Dave Kovac, for all the food and
yes,
all
they
the
were
drinks we
great.
wanted. It was great.
Everybody needs to go check that place out.
Yeah, I love that place. It's so last night we had acoustic performers, right? And then like
was
when I
good.
played, I tried to do like acoustic and like psychedelic stuff. So it fit the vibe, and that place is so freaking cool,
It is.
right?
They have great drinks.
So Front Street has Nightmare on Front Street going on. Sacred Waters has some cool stuff going on. October 27th, we're going to be there doing a Halloween show. It's promoted by Grape Soda, and we're going to be working with him. And it's going to be a really good time. I love grape soda.
Yeah,
It's
grape
one of my
soda's good. And
favorite
grapes.
things.
Loves grape soda.
Yeah, I like grapes too.
Yeah, grapes are delicious.
Green or purple are good.
Yeah. Tim said he prefers the green.
Yeah, I like it.
Purple's a
As long
little
as
bitter, more bitter.
there's- Just as long as they have no seeds in them.
Right.
They're good.
And then we're also sponsored by Black Cat Records out of North Las Vegas. It's a small record label that I'm on, and they basically just threw me some cash for the month. I need some money to help pay with my bills, and I was like, hey, just sponsor my show. So I just want to mention their name and thank them so much for helping us out. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and introduce our guests. In the studio today, we have Justin from Talking About Balls. Hello, Justin.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great.
It's Justin.
I was looking forward to this for weeks now.
Yeah, I was excited.
And this guy's like my partner in crime. We talk back and forth about shit.
Yeah, we have a lot of exchanges, seeing that we had never met until today in person.
Yeah. Well, I write you and I'm like, hey, man, let me ask you a question.
Oh yeah,
right?
I'm very honest. I don't mind.
So I always think like, am I going crazy or something like that? So I need to have reassurance from other people.
Absolutely, I'm happy to help.
Thank you so much. Also on the show, Queen Elizabeth, the Killer Queen. Right?
Gotta get on music.
Yeah. Well, no, don't play it yet.
Oh.
But what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to play a band that we manage. They're called Oblivia. And I picked out this song, and I'm not sure if... I know you've probably never heard this before, but you listen to their music all the time. This song is called Empty Heart, and it's by Oblivia. Here we go.
Walking through this corridor, felt a chill come over me. Hear this voice that tempts me, fall from reality. Question everything that I've ever been told. No longer can distinguish what is real and what is false. Just an empty heart falling apart. Yeah, yeah. Walk through this door where this maze begins. The fog so thick, can't see how this will end. Cover me with a blanket, forget what I've become. You reap what you sow.
From my empty heart. So empty, empty. I got my shades on. Trying to pull off the Lex Vegas look. Trying to get my
Good luck
numbers
with that.
up. Getting my numbers up, baby.
That ain't
Yeah.
gonna help. That's
So, it might help.
no, Lex is thing of his own.
Yeah. I'm still going to leave him on for Queen Elizabeth. I can't even look at her. She's so grand.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. So, I want to introduce Queen Elizabeth, the Killer Queen. We have a fantastic intro for you. Hit it, Tim. It's named different. Here we go.
It's the queen. It's the queen.
God save the Queen. I'm just a humble gesture. Just a humble servant.
Yeah, we're the servants.
Here you go, Queen Elizabeth.
This is so cool.
Liberty, God save the Queen.
She's dying. Her cheeks are even getting red.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Liz.
Hi.
How's the Queen tonight?
The queen is lovely.
Fantastic.
Are you nervous, Liz?
A little bit.
Don't be nervous.
Now, remember we talked last night? We're just going to talk like I'm sitting right next to you, right? I feel like you're right next to me anyway. And you're at home and you're nice and comfortable.
Yes.
Although I am just out. You tried to Mama.
Yeah. I think I would be more comfortable in your chair. At least I could like raise it and lower it and probably has lumbar support. Don't get me started on the chairs. I'm not supposed to talk about the fucking chairs, Liz. Well, I'll talk about the chairs with you. They suck. No arms on this one. It's broken on the side. Listen.
Oh man.
God save the chairs.
God save the chairs. Even Liz is commenting about the chairs. Oh, shit.
Her chair is cool, though. It goes
Oh, yeah.
all the way up.
I saw her zipping around Sacred Waters last night. You're all over the place. Just mingling with everyone, right?
Yeah.
And you saw the tarot readers. I saw you sitting at the tables getting your cards read. That was
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
No, everything.
Yeah, I wanted to come over and listen. Who got you tissues? Huh? Jeff James
Oh,
did.
okay. Good point.
Yeah. I can be sweet.
You know, she sings, right?
Yeah, I know she sings. Does the whole world know she sings?
They do now.
And I heard you've been working on this like a cappella thing. Is that true?
Yes, I actually Lisa doesn't know that I can do this.
Uh-oh.
She knows that I can sing. She doesn't know that I can sing songs a cappella if I have the words in front of me.
And I also heard that you've been working on piano.
Yes, I finally was able to get it fixed. So I can reach it to practice.
She's talented.
Oh, I know she's talented. And Liz, tell us a little bit about what you do in your free time besides singing and playing piano. Like, where do you work? Also.
How is that free time, dude?
Yeah, it's not free time. I have no free time. As you can tell, I'm slow.
Can we repeat that?
No, I don't want to repeat it. Maybe Justin can figure it out. It's like
Justin
the
heard
internet.
it. I got a witness.
I definitely heard it.
It was all jumbled and backwards. I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
It happens.
Yeah, I have dyslexia of the words.
What were you asking me?
No, never mind. We're just gonna move on. So go back to talking about the acapella. So you've been practicing that, and Lisa doesn't even know, huh?
My kids
No,
surprised
no.
me.
You keeping it a secret from her?
Yeah.
Are you gonna show her today?
Specifically for today.
Nice.
That's my surprise. That's my surprise.
Yes,
talking about?
that's yours.
I hope there's not a surprise for me, because last night you said to me that you were gonna get me back for all the funny pictures I put up of Lisa, right?
That's what my family does. They have my back, Jeff.
Yeah, I know they do. I'm more afraid of them than I'm afraid of you.
You better be. They get you. They get you.
You run me down with the chair. I saw you.
That's right.
I got turbo boost my chair for a reason.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw you zipping. You could run me over in that thing.
They do go fast.
They do go fast. They go up that incline too. They've got some power.
They do.
They don't jump off curbs, though. I can tell you that from personal experience.
Yeah, I heard that.
We don't want to talk about curves, Liz.
Justin, she's like evil Knievel on
She
that thing.
is.
It sounds like it with the turbo boosters and
Yes.
everything. She's just out there doing flips and
Yes.
stuff.
Any curves, she's definitely going to hit them.
Liz, I'd be more than happy to trade you my chair that I'm sitting in now for your chair.
No, because then
Well,
I'd be stuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Evil Knievel.
Yeah. She was pretty cool last night. I watched her mingle with everyone, and then I saw you sitting over by Andre, and you were listening to the music. You have a good time last night?
Yeah, I always do.
Yep. Yeah, good time at Crystal Palooza too. We sat together and took some photos and listened to the music.
Yep.
Did you like the kava?
Oh, yeah.
I knew you would.
Good stuff.
It's some good shit, right?
Dave knows what he's doing over there, man. I can hit that spot every day of the week.
Yeah, their food's good too, right?
Yeah, their food is good.
Yeah.
The
I
price
like it
wasn't
too.
really salty, though. It was more salt than I was expecting.
Oh yeah, we'll have to bring that up with management. We'll let them know Queen Elizabeth was not happy with the salt.
Gotta watch your sodium intake.
Yes.
That's right.
She's like, what do I say to that?
Exactly.
So Liz, I told you last night that I wasn't gonna tease Lisa Rella tonight. Remember?
Yeah, we're going to see if you actually do.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put up any pictures of anything that making fun of her. I was gonna behave myself, and in return, that you weren't gonna put up photos of me, right?
I didn't say I was going to put up photos. I never told you what I was doing.
Yeah, I know. I lied about that. I was just trying to mislead you.
You ain't going to win with her. You're
No, I
just
know
not.
she's tough. She's just
Yes,
like you.
Yeah, exactly. She's my kid. What do you expect?
It's the return
Like
of the
mother, like
contradiction.
daughter.
Yep,
Got that right.
that's right. She told me last night you're her mama.
Yes. Yeah. She's
I
married
see
my
that in
son.
you.
So she's my daughter.
That's right. So Liz, you brought the house down on that Sunday at Crystal Palooza. You know that, right?
Yeah, so about that.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
Let me just put this out there. I had no intentions of doing that, and I was pretty. What are you doing over there, dude?
He's trying to
Where's your microphone?
He's trying to
Use.
use the mic now. Can't make fun of me.
Bam!
He's going to kill me with the mic. Go ahead, Liz.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted.
Oh man, you're banned. You're off the
You're
air.
already banned because you're talking about the chairs. So I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
know.
hear it. Go ahead, Liz.
Anywho, I had no intention of doing that at all, and was pretty much stuck to my guns until the mama.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, go ahead.
Literally, all she has to do is give me that look, and I can't say no to it.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that look.
Scary look.
It's a very,
Yeah, it is
very
a scary
famous
look.
look. Yeah.
It's a-
Look how good she was.
Hey, Liz, is it like this one?
No, not with me.
No, that's the
Not
one I
with
do.
me.
Mine's like this.
Yeah, you see the eyes from the corner.
I smile at her.
Hey, Liz, let me ask you a question. When you were singing and Lisa was in front of you jumping up and down like that, it didn't throw you off? You know, seeing Sasquatch jump up and down like that?
Sasquatch's got
Okay.
movement, buddy.
Yeah.
First off, Sasquatch is the great ape, not Lisa. Love you, bro. I know you watching. I had to put a jig on you.
You're not allowed to
Anyway,
say grape on the air.
She is.
You're not allowed to say grape.
She didn't. She said grape ape.
Yes.
Grape ape.
True.
The purple.
Yeah, that's true.
The purple.
Now I'm in trouble.
Yeah, now you screwed it up.
You fucked up.
We're about to get the cords cut any
Yeah.
minute now.
We're done.
Oh my God. Cut the cords. Life support.
but
It didn't throw you
I-
off, huh?
no, what throws me off is
Oh.
that was Stina.
Christina Miller.
Where's our kisses?
Yeah, Christina, where's my hug?
That's the second mom. She's allowed. And she sends you one through the air, Lisa, so there you go.
I stole it. I stole it.
Just stole it.
Queen vetoes your steal, so there you go.
It's like the Uno reverse card.
Mhm.
That's good.
Anyway, it's not distracting because I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was busy paying attention to the music and the fact that my hands were sweating so bad I was trying not to drop the mic.
Oh, I think I would have grabbed it for you. I was right
Well,
next to you.
that's the end thing. You dropped the mic.
Mic drop.
You should have dropped it at the end.
Yeah, well, with the way my hands were sweating, it would have been a mic drop in the middle of it.
It's all right. You could have kept going. I would have picked it up for you. Moving like nothing happened.
You know, you brought everybody from the back of the bar all the way up front, right?
Mhm.
Everybody
No,
that was
I didn't
up
even.
front. Yeah, everybody up front
Yes.
stopped what they were doing and they came down to hear you sing.
Yep, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really happened. It was really moving.
Mhm.
The DJ that was set up had her set up on the song and everything was great.
Mhm.
Everybody was dancing around her. It was
Right.
it was sounding really good. And I just wanted to say that I really loved that moment at Crystal Palooza, Liz.
That was the highlight.
It was my highlight of the whole show. And she's like, "Of course it was, you peasant."
No. I'm thinking, well, I appreciate that, but let's also not forget that we had Defeasy Prime burning up the mic pretty well, too.
We did. We
That's
we
true.
shouted
I don't
him out
wanna-
last week.
I don't want to not respect him and say that as well. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yep.
Andre was up there and he was singing too. All you guys were. But we had Defeasy on the last show and we played some music tonight. Tonight's your night, Liz.
Yep.
Tonight's all about you. And the Queen.
So Liz, tell us more about yourself.
Well, after 10 years of hard work and a lot of support from family and friends, my loving husband and Mama Lisa included, I finally managed to graduate with my bachelor's degree in social work, and I am now a licensed professional in the state of Ohio, working for the Blick Center in downtown Akron. And as
Wow.
of February, I will be working there for a year already, which I cannot believe.
It's gone
That's great.
fast.
Congratulations.
Most people can't keep a job for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding.
Not
great.
only that, but I was lucky enough to get that job on the very first interview that I ever went on in my life. So
Natural.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you think about wearing a tuxedo on that interview?
What? Oh Lordy.
Or interviewing as
where
a
are
team.
you?
Or dressing as the Queen. This is how you'll have to get used to me.
You want me to smack him for you, Liz? Just,
Yeah.
All you gotta do is tell your mom. Just tell me. Just tell me yes.
Yeah, Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Okay.
Liz, I get beat up all the time. You're just not in the car.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm here to witness it, so it counts. All the
Right.
other times it doesn't.
Well, you know what? Tonight I said I wouldn't make fun of her, so I'm gonna be behaved.
He's never
Okay,
behaved.
we'll see how long that lasts.
He don't never behave.
Although Justin and I did watch her dance.
Yeah, and they all liked it. See?
Yeah.
I heard-
She got everybody going.
I heard
That's
nothing
right.
but good things.
See?
Yeah, he's not gonna say anything bad.
He knows. He knows.
She's got moves. That's what I've
Sasquatch.
heard.
Yes. Shut up! I got everybody up. I got everybody up. Didn't
She's
I?
like Elaine from Seinfeld. It works.
See? Exactly. See? And I got everybody from the back of the bar to the front of the bar, and they's all hopping up,
And
right?
she doesn't have man hands, she has baby hands.
I'm not supposed to have man hands.
I know.
That's
So
true.
It's
It's
from
actually-
Seinfeld. Never mind.
Guys like that.
Oh geez, here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You know where Lisa's not as good as she says, you know. She's got a little wild side too.
To the wild.
I know she's got a wild side. She's the one
Yeah.
that brings my wild side out.
Yep. Like
See?
Lily Donna, right?
Yeah. You think I just go over there?
Exactly.
You think I just go to her house and we don't do stuff like we rock? We put music on, we dance around, don't we?
Yep. Gotta do the chair shuffle. Eh.
See, we get crazy, crazy.
So tell me more about your job. What do you do there?
I am a behavioral health clinician, which basically is fancy terminology for a counselor. I sit in the office or here in my beautiful home office and listen to people talk about their problems, which is very rewarding for me. I've always wanted to do this ever since I was about 12 or 13. I made up my mind that this is what I wanted to do, and I didn't stop until I got it.
I could use
And
that.
I don't plan on stopping even after that, because my next step in my journey, professionally anyway, is to go back to school, get my master's degree, then get my license for independent practice, and I would like to start my own agency.
There you go.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It takes a lot of dedication.
She's definitely dedicated.
Yeah, I can tell. Very focused.
Sometimes too focused. The husband has to tell me to turn the social work brain off all the time, because we'll be watching a movie and I'm psychoanalyzing the characters, and he's like, "Will you stop doing that? You're not at work."
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Well, Liz, I'll be over Monday and we could sit down and I'll turn your hair gray with my counseling. I need some advice.
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for me, that's unethical because I know you, so therefore I wouldn't be able to help you out.
What do you mean? I don't even know you.
Ever.
Hey, Liz, did Lisa tell you about any of the pictures that we did when we were in Vermilion, when we went out to eat out there? Did she tell you anything about that?
No.
Oh, yeah. While you're on the show today, we're going to show some of those photos. When we
Oh,
went to the
boy.
beach and some of the Halloween photos, right?
Only ones I got downloaded, was able to get
Yeah.
downloaded, was the pictures from Kaba Bar.
Well, I was also able to snap some photos when we were in the restaurant.
Oh no.
Some candid
That's all I
photos.
got
Some
to
candid
say.
photos, you know.
That's all I got to
You didn't
say.
even notice. So,
Oh, wow.
Those are always the best.
yeah.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
So I had Tim mix some of those in too.
Mm.
Tim, while we're interviewing Liz, can you pop up any of those photos on the screen and start showing some of them?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to. Liz. You know what I mean.
Hey, they're all super nice. They're-
Mm.
Lisa's gonna start talking about
Yeah.
chairs to get the show taken off air.
Yes. These chairs suck.
No, Justin, there are photos that I'm not allowed to share.
Oh, I'm sure.
I got some doozies in this phone that she's like, I got her a couple times like sleeping in the
Oh,
in the
that's the
truck.
worst.
Like she's like,
I was up for almost 24 hours. I
Yeah.
fell asleep. I told him, go in there and do your thing with the music. I just need a couple minutes.
I'm
And
just standing
almost
next to her
nobody
snapping
sleeps in a
Yeah.
flattering way. It's
Yeah, I
always
was
like
out.
mouth open.
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
Yes, I was out.
Yeah,
I
she was out, arms down to the side.
drooling
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
zombie.
And I'm just her windows down, so I'm just standing there doing photo after photo
Didn't
after
even hear
photo after photo. We're sitting in the studio. I just start sending them
Just
to her.
filling up
She-
the album.
Yeah.
She's like, if you ever show that,
No, the best one is never he's there talking to me and I can't stand anything like in my teeth. You know, I'm
Right.
sitting there doing this and
oh, that one.
he's going snaps. I'm like, are you snapping pictures of me picking at my teeth?
Like,
No,
Well, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
no, of course not.
no, he
It was
didn't.
just we were on Facebook, like zooming back and forth, and she's like, "I can't see you," and I'm like, "Yeah, something's wrong with my camera, right?" And she's like, "Okay," so she's doing her teeth, and I'm just snapping photo
Yes.
after photo.
Your
after
camera
photo.
works.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ready, you know, and he's like, oh no.
All right, so here we go. This is some photos from Front Street. They got these cool body bags. We actually bought 4 of those for our show in November because we're doing Zombie Prom. They're like these body bags, and you see the bodies inside of them. And then there's their poster for Front Street Social, the 7 Stories of Hell or whatever it's called, Nightmare on Front Street. Oh, it's gonna be super cool.
That's awesome. Front Street's a really cool place.
Yeah, that's a photo. That's a security photo of me getting killed in the kitchen. And it was really cool and a lot of fun. So, yeah, here's some of the pictures from Old Prague. You know, we got coffee. That's Lisa with her cup of brew right there.
That is most definitely not Lisa. The eye color is wrong.
Yeah, that's another photo of Lisa when she
Is that
ordered her
lettuce?
salad.
Cleaning your teeth.
Yeah,
Cleaning her
that's
teeth.
eating my lettuce.
Another beautiful one. I got you with your glasses. Did I?
That's my glasses.
Yeah, when I saw them on you for the first time, I was shocked. There's another one. There's you chowing down a taco.
Wow.
Yeah, you like that one?
Oh, hell.
that one's a good one. You like that one, Liz?
Yeah. No, you are wrong. You
Look at
are
this
so
one right
wrong.
here.
This is how Jeff wears his makeup.
Yeah, Lisa did my makeup for this. Yeah, so then this is some of the photos from Sacred Waters last night. Some of the entertainment that was going on. Definitely not as good as the carrots, though. So look how many orifices I can put it in.
I'm like, I would say so much, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice.
I'm about to put a carrot up
There's
your
Steve
orifice.
Easy.
Yeah, Defeezy. All
That's what
right.
happened there.
He's like, what?
He's watching me play.
He
with
does-
you.
He doesn't like his picture taken. So.
No,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna start doing it all the time. Something's wrong with my camera.
There's Andre.
Yeah, yo, Andre.
He's like, what?
Every time I looked at him, he had a huge smile on his face
Uh-huh.
last night.
Yeah, there's Jeff
Dude, I didn't even know you got a photo of me.
There's nervous
bringing
Jeff.
down the house, man. You did
Yeah,
good
that was,
yesterday.
Thanks, hon. Yeah, absolutely no practice whatsoever. Just all the
That was
studio
good.
work I've been doing. Yeah, thank you, hon. Not as good as you, though. You're so much more talented than I am.
Okay,
You're a little
stop
senior, you
sucking
have
up.
more talent.
It's
sucking
not
up,
violent.
Liz. He's sucking
Yeah,
up,
so
Liz.
I totally lied to you about the photos, and I totally expect you to get me back.
She will.
But keep in
I'll
mind, I'm
get you
cooking
when you
guys
least
soon, so-
expect it.
Yeah, so yeah, you have a very fulfilling life. You have a job that you love to do. You're going to go back to school. You're a fantastic singer. You play piano. What can't you do, Liz?
Walk.
No,
And she got her chair goes up high though.
you don't even need you don't even need to walk. That thing is so fast.
She can come looking right in the eyeball.
Yeah, that thing is so fast. It's like a combat vehicle. Honestly.
It is.
Is it street legal?
Yes.
I,
Put a flag
Needs
on
a,
it.
needs a
Flag on it.
license plate.
I
It's
have a
actually-
poncho that is like this army green color that fits over me and my wheelchair. When I put it on, it literally looks like a tank.
It does.
Oh, that's awesome. We could go in the woods. I'd never be able to find you.
Like a tank off Mega Man or something.
It's Transformer.
That would be really cool if you can get like a muffler that shot like flames behind it.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that can be arranged. Dave knows a lot of car people with red
Yeah,
line, right?
right.
Not to be used in the house.
No. What I need is a bubble top with a damn heater in this thing. So if I ever gotta take the bus in the winter, at least I'm not freezing.
Yeah.
Right.
Do they have heated seats?
Unfortunately, no.
Does it have a
Fire
radio?
hazard.
Does it have a radio?
You can put a
No,
radio on.
you gotta rig one on there.
I have a
Jafizi knows all about that.
I have a fantastic idea. We need to get that chair and soup it up.
Oh, that could be arranged.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
What was it with Pimp My Ride,
Yeah.
West Coast Customs?
Right.
Yeah.
Put some spinners on there.
It
Pimp
could all be
that
done.
chair.
Right.
You know, Christmas is
That
coming.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
With
We could
some
probably
lights.
figure out some way to heat the seats.
Deere's got lights in his.
Yeah, you know, I know those guys that go down to like the football games, Justin, and they have like those heated cushions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could buy that.
Yeah, we could get you a heated cushion and warm up your little ass for you while you're outside in the cold.
There ain't
Tim-
nothing little about that.
Oh no, mother like daughter, trust me.
Hey, I like my butt. There ain't nothing wrong with my junk in my
Aren't
trunk.
you happy you're not on this chair?
Use
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna
chair.
pay for that later, man. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Jeff. I'm set to fart.
What?
Nothing. All right, Liz. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some music, okay? We're gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna have Tim play Other Axis. It's a band from Akron by you guys. And the name of the song is called Grand Wizard. I listened to it today. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of Nirvana, but it's got this little mid section in the middle of it. It's really trippy. Bizarre. The Grand Wizard.
The Grand Wizard.
I am the Grand Wizard.
All the waterfalls and all the victories and all the little birds flying through the sky. Ease your mind and next time, don't you worry, I'll tell you why. Taking off in my plane, looking out at the pouring in the woods, all alone. And then I see a mountain, see a magic man. Ask him what's your name, and he said to me, I'm the great wizard down in the house.
Dude, how long? That's literally the song.
Yeah. Heather Axis, the Grand Wizard. Oh, hi, Lisa. Welcome to the show.
Jeez.
I've got big balls, and she's got big balls. And he's got big balls. Who's got the biggest balls of them all? Justin does. So welcome to the show, Justin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. Very
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
I like your show a lot.
Thank you.
I do watch it because I love sports.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we try to keep a nice, like, we're Cleveland focused, but we'll talk about everything. We cover every game in the league, all the big news. We'll talk about everything. That's the best part about
Yeah.
the show.
I got some good questions for you today.
I'm ready.
I know you're a big Browns fan,
Absolutely.
and I'm a Steeler fan.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, we both lost today, so
Yeah. Both were ugly games.
we're
Yes.
still tied. So,
Yeah.
and you'll answer some questions for me regarding that down the line. But
Sure.
so my first question too is, how long have you been playing with your balls?
Ever since they dropped in like 1999, yeah, it's just been pretty much every day since. Yeah, it's pretty time consuming, but it's fun.
Well, how'd you guys actually? How'd you come up with that name? 'Cause it's cool.
So I thought of it myself. I'm a big, like, I love toilet humor, like anything dirty, perverted. I think it's hilarious. So I was doing a podcast by myself where I would just kind of shoot the shit. I'd talk about everything, news, sports, the works. And my friends and I were like, let's do a sports show. So we kind of sat down and thought about it. And one day I'm like, talking about balls. I'm like, that's the name. There's no question about it. So we rolled with it. We made a show. Initially, there were 3 of us. One guy is no longer with the show. But Kyle and I have been doing it together since like 2019, I think we started. And it's been going great. We've been with Redline now about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And yeah, loving it. We just love talking sports. We always tried to make our show essentially sound like just guys sitting at the bar talking about sports.
Yeah,
Like
That's
that's
a
what
great
we that's
show.
what we always
Just like
wanted.
Yeah, it's a great show.
It was just like that.
Thank you.
And yeah, so when I first came to Redline, I was like talking about balls. I wonder what that show's about.
Yeah, that's my favorite part is when there's like new shows that come on and have never heard of us and they have to like do the reads for the shows and they're like talking about balls and everyone's like, what the hell is that? And you have to go, it's a sports show. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I got it. I
The
got it.
stickers
After.
are great too.
Yeah,
You
so
ever
that
see a
was-
sticker.
So I have
Yeah.
no artistic ability whatsoever, but I was
Yeah.
bored one day and I was like, all right, let me try to come up with like at least some sort of an idea. And then I could have an artist actually design it for me. So I drew that up. I sent it to Kyle and he was like, oh my God, that's perfect. So I went on the website Fiverr and I had somebody in like Indonesia for like $10 make me a bunch of different logos. And I love that one. So
Yeah,
we ended up
that's
getting
cool.
stickers, everything. That's our logo permanently.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, how long could you talk about balls? What's
He's
to
got
talk
lots of-
about?
We-
he's got lots to talk about.
Plenty. I mean, we do a 2-hour show and there's nights where Tim's very happy we don't, but we could easily go 3 or 4 hours.
Tim, we're going 4 hours tonight.
And that's the last show. No,
Yeah.
That will be the last show.
we're very well, we run a tight ship. We know to hit the 2 hours. We're usually pretty good with that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit you with some good questions.
Sure.
now. All right. So, why is it that every year the Cleveland Browns look great on paper, mentioned as a top contender, and then they shit the bed?
Well, I mean, there's only one Super Bowl winning team in football, so you got to think about it. Obviously, the Browns are, since we live in Cleveland, it seems like it's happening more. But if you went worldwide or countrywide, you would hear almost all teams get hyped up in the offseason. It's not just a Cleveland thing. It's just because we're here that it's more
Okay.
prominent. I mean, for instance, even Steel City, the Steeler guys, they do a show, and in the preseason for them, they came on and they're going, oh yeah, I think, 12, 13 wins. And I remember I looked at Kyle and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? 12 or 13 wins. And as everyone saw today, it's probably not going to happen. And then even look at the Bengals. The Bengals were a team everyone picked this year. They're going to the Super Bowl and they're 1-3.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst teams in football. So
Yeah, they don't
it's
look good.
on paper, it's easy to project what you think a team's going to do. And then on actual game day, it goes total opposite.
Yeah. Joe Burrow just got all that money.
Yeah,
He looks like a rookie.
huge. He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and their offense is the worst in the league.
Yeah, he's worse than his rookie season.
Yeah,
Mhm.
as a Browns fan, I love to see it. I couldn't be happier. So
Me too.
The
yeah,
crazy thing is Kenny Pickett looks better than Joe Burrow.
yeah, it's
At this point.
insane. Like
Yeah.
Joe Burrow looks like one of the worst quarterbacks in
Right,
football. and
right.
Kenny
a year
Pickett
ago,
looks
he was an
horrible.
MVP candidate.
Yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, but I'm a realist. I'm like 12, 13 wins. Oh man, they'll be lucky to go like
Yeah,
middle of the road 500.
absolutely. Like I'm a diehard football fan. So like I follow the draft before it happens every year. I go to it every year. And last year, before the Steelers had even taken him, I told people, I said, Kenny Pickett's not a good quarterback. I said, his game will not translate in the NFL. That's just my personal opinion, what I watched on film. And he gets drafted by the Steelers, and I just couldn't help but laugh. I was like, this guy who I think is going to stink is now on a team that I hate, so I hope he stinks.
Yeah.
And it's kind of looking that way. And that was a big discussion today with the Steel City guys before the game. You know, they're on there saying like, well, you know, we don't know what Kenny Pickett is. We think there's a bright future. We need him to take that next step. And then he went out there and he shit the bed today. And yeah, he did
we know, we love that. We love that.
Yeah.
So there was that one sportscaster at Coward or something like that that said he goes, the Steelers need to give up Pickett. They need to give up George Pickens and 3 draft picks and pick up that USC quarterback. Caleb
Williams.
Yeah, they say he's like the greatest thing to come out in years.
As of right now, he's projected to be the number 1 pick next year. He's the best quarterback. The only problem with that is you have to. I don't think the Steelers are going to be bad enough to have the number 1 pick. And the only way to get the number 1 pick is you have to give up everything. And you also have to have a team with the number 1 pick that wants to give it up. Because right now it's probably going to be the Bears. And the Bears are going to need a quarterback. So there's no way they're going to say, well, we'll take this trade package with your crappy quarterback, your average wide receiver, and we'll take a couple draft picks and you can have this franchise quarterback. We'll stick with what we have.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to do it. I was joking earlier with my buddy, who's also a Browns fan. We like to shit on the Steelers at any chance we get. And I told him the same thing. I said, the Steelers are going to be just good enough to where they can't get themselves a good quarterback next year. And I love that.
Yeah, because they never want to have a losing season. And Tomlin's never had a losing season.
They're going to try to be as close to 500 as they can. I don't expect them to have a winning season, but that'll keep them out of the top 10 draft picks. And the good quarterbacks are going to be gone by the time they get on the board. So
it's going to go down this year like it always goes down every year. Wild card.
Yeah,
and they're going to battle for second place.
The fans are kind of torn right now in Pittsburgh, at least, with do they hate the quarterback? Do they hate the coach? Do they hate the offensive coordinator? They don't really know who to blame right now. They're and I find that funny. Like all the arguments are like everyone's arguing amongst the same team of no, the offensive line's to blame. No, this coach is to blame. And I just sit back and I'm like, they all suck. You're allowed to say they all stink. It's okay.
Right. See, I don't think the Bears deserve that dude because like they had Trubinsky, right? They ruined him. And then they had Justin Fields, right?
Yeah.
They ruined him. And now they're going to get this guy, and they're going to ruin him too because they don't put an offensive like guy with the quarterbacks to work with them.
No, they have a defensive-minded head coach, and it shows. But the flip side of that is their defense is the worst in football. So it's one of those situations where this head coach might not survive this season. They'll probably end up firing him if it keeps going the way it goes. They were winning 28-7 today, and they blew the game. They lost 31-28.
And you know who Trubinsky plays for?
Oh yeah, he came in for Kenny Pickett today because Kenny Pickett got hurt.
Oh, they should have bench Pickett.
Yeah,
which I didn't see after the first half. They should have just. I don't know when Trubinsky came in. I didn't watch.
He didn't. He only threw like 5 passes, I think. So it was late. I saw a tweet that said that Kenny Pickett left the game with a knee injury. That's all I saw. I don't know how severe.
They should have pulled him at halftime. He had horrible numbers.
I mean, the game was out of reach by then.
That's crazy.
I wonder why they don't do that. A lot of coaches will not do that.
They're stubborn. I mean, even today, the Browns were getting their asses kicked. And I was talking to my friends and I'm like, at this point, let's take out some of our good players. We're not winning this game. We have a bye week next week. Why risk an injury? And then sure enough, a couple guys come up limping and you're like, oh no, like
I think we're down by
3 touchdowns. Like
that's what happens to a lot of Browns, players and stuff like that.
It's the worst luck.
Coaches.
Yeah. I think too, because they pay them so much.
But still,
if you have a lot of money in like somebody like Pickett, you're not going to pull him.
But you don't want him to get hurt either.
But honestly, if he does get hurt, it's not really going to hurt Pittsburgh.
But a lot of it also
he sucks.
In the in the real
Trubinsky's maybe a step up.
Yeah, I mean, he played decent enough for the Steelers last year before they went to Pickett. But I think a lot of it also has to do with some players in their contracts. They have a lot of clauses where you have to play a certain percentage of snaps. So even in a blowout, this guy's like, no, I'm going out there, coach, because if I don't hit this amount of snaps, I'm not getting this bonus this week. So I understand there's probably a lot of different variables behind it. But to the naked eye sitting on the couch, I'm watching it going, I'd rather you be healthy in 2 weeks than for you to get $100,000 bonus today.
Because we have like a Browns curse that all of our players get hurt all the time.
Yeah, I mean, Miles.
It is.
They said Myles Garrett left the game today in a boot, but he claims he'll be fine in 2 weeks because we're off next week. So he said he'll be fine, but I'm still watching it going, why was he even on the field? We were down by 3 touchdowns.
Play? The guy blew himself up at home.
He played.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, they said he was lighting a bonfire And I mean, he probably threw some gas on it or something, some
You
lighter
hear about
fluid.
that?
No.
It blew up in his face.
Yeah,
Like,
he had burns to his face and his
my
arm.
God.
This all happened either Friday night or yesterday because it was yesterday, or it was very sudden. And out of nowhere, they're just like, David Njoku, burn injuries, questionable for the game on Sunday. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Dude, drunk
He
as
played,
hell,
though.
trying to play with fire. That's what
I-
He was
more than
frying a
likely.
turkey. He was frying a turkey.
he
Yeah.
played.
Is that what it was? I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
At
He had a-
first,
he had a
they said it
horrible
was
game.
a kitchen incident. So I'm thinking like maybe it was some oil or something in his kitchen. And then next thing I heard was a bonfire. So I'm not sure what to believe. Either way, he got burned, but he
Yeah.
played. He went out there. Didn't matter, but
Yeah,
he went
he
out there and played.
I don't know.
Damn.
Maybe it would have been better suited to put somebody else out there.
Mm.
You know, especially, I don't know.
As soon as they announced Deshaun Watson wasn't playing, I knew we had no chance.
Well, once they said who the backup was, I was like,
Yeah.
who?
He's a 5th round rookie. He actually he had a very good collegiate career. But he's way too inexperienced to start an NFL game. He's
Baker-
a guy that
Right.
he was supposed to sit on the bench for this entire season and hopefully learn from that. He was never supposed to
Yeah.
see the field. So this was way too early in his career, and he was so overmatched.
Well,
it
Baker
was ugly.
Mayfield also had a great collegiate record, and so did Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. It doesn't always pan out, but
Right.
this kid's, I mean, again, he was a 5th round pick. So you take,
Johnny Manziel.
you just hope he's good. And if this kid turned in, like if he went out today and had a
No.
decent game, then you go, okay, we have something to work with. But he had
Yeah.
the exact opposite. It looked like he had never played football before at some points.
All right. Well, here's another one, good one for you. So,
Sure.
do you think the Browns' problems come from the front office or ownership? Or maybe it's the coach. I mean,
It's a
Is this
collection of
Stefanski?
everything. No, I'm a big Stefanski fan. Stefanski got Baker Mayfield to look like a superstar. He got Jacoby Brissett to play like a superstar last year. So I like what Stefanski's done. He took us to the playoffs a few years ago. So I have no complaints with him. I mean, it kind of stems down from everything. You have to be on the same page from ownership down to the bottom. So if the GM drafts guys that doesn't fit the system of the head coach, that's a problem. That's not going to work. So it's kind of a mixture of everything. I mean, on paper, this Browns team is the best team I've ever seen in my
on
lifetime.
paper.
Yeah. And I mean, they played like it for the first couple of weeks, at least defensively. You get Nick
Right.
Chubb tears his ACL week 2.
Mhm.
That's a huge dagger. That's
Right.
your best offensive player. Today, your quarterback downgraded out right before the game starts. That's a huge blow to the
Mhm.
team. So it's just little things like that. It's almost like Cleveland is just cursed. We just have the worst luck. There's really no going around it.
They
Right.
can never catch a break.
We
No.
can't. We can't.
At least you guys don't. In the past, remember how you guys would just blow the lead completely?
Yeah, I mean, at least today we didn't even have to worry about that. We never stood a chance. It was over by halftime.
Right.
I was sitting in my basement watching the game, and I'm like, man, I could just go cut the grass or something like this.
You
They're not
really-
coming back. My
No.
day's done now. I don't have
Right.
anything to worry about.
Well, Lamar Jackson's fast. You
Yeah,
know, he gets out of the pocket, and there's any type of room he's running.
Yeah, I mean, he's been great at that since he came into the league. His
Yeah.
issue, though, is once the playoffs come, NFL
shits the
defenses
bed.
know how to figure that out. They shut him down. In the regular
Yeah.
season, they're like, we're not going to go full force. We're going to save that for the playoffs. So he looked great today. He always does in the regular season. Tip my hat to him. But again, we had no chance from the beginning of that game.
All right. Well, you
We
brought
were
up
done.
Deshaun Watson,
Mhm.
so here's one for you. So Deshaun Watson, maybe one of the sleaziest players in the NFL today.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It just takes an accusation, man. And lawsuits and payoffs. So, do you think that I think it was 250 million, right? Or is
I
it
think it was
225?
230, I think.
Okay. Do you think that 230 million dollars could have been spent better?
No, because we did need the quarterback upgrade. And if you look around the league, quarterbacks are getting paid, whether they deserve it or not. So we just talked about Lamar Jackson. He's won an MVP, but that's it. He's won one playoff game in his career, never been to a Super Bowl, never even been close. And he became one of the highest paid quarterbacks. Joe Burrow just got paid. We just talked about that. He
Yep.
stinks right now. So you're going to spend your money on a quarterback. You just hope it pans out. So I'm comfortable with them doing that because realistically, Deshaun Watson could be one of the better quarterbacks in the league if he gets it all together. So I'm okay with them taking that gamble. We've never had a quarterback of this caliber, and it takes money to get a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you did have Garcia back in the day.
Yeah, Jeff
What was his-
Garcia
Jeff
was
Garcia?
not one of the best quarterbacks in the league by any
No.
stretch. So
Nuh-uh.
He had a good time in Cleveland, though.
we had him at the end of it all. So also, he had his best years in San Francisco. So
I wonder
Right,
who
right.
had a better time in Cleveland, if it was Manziel or Jeff Garcia.
probably Garcia because Manziel did everything he could to get out of Cleveland.
He did.
His good
Yeah.
times were in Vegas and places like that.
yes.
He skipped town
He
to have fun.
hated. He hated Cleveland.
Yeah, he did.
Although I heard a lot of stories about Bernie Kosar. He also lived life
Yeah,
in the
that was a
fast
different
lane.
era though. Back in the
Yeah.
day, like
Yeah.
that's when you could go to the bar and you're sitting there next to Browns players. They're just having
Right.
a beer after the practice because they were
Exactly.
normal guys. Nowadays, there's
No more.
entourages. Everyone's getting VIP. You can't hang out
Mhm.
with people like you used
Yeah.
to.
Nope.
Well, that's true because back in the day, my grandpa used to tell stories how he hung out with Luzo Groza
Oh yeah,
and some of those other guys, and he said they would just hang out in the bar together and have drinks.
yeah. They were just normal guys. They just
Mhm.
wanted to
Yeah.
hang out. And back then, there wasn't social media, so you could just sit at a bar, hang out, have some fun, and that's it. You're not going to hear about it nowadays. If you see a Browns player sitting at the bar, it could be innocent. They're just sitting there after having one beer. They're an adult. They can do that. People take pictures. It's going to go around the internet, and guys are going to say, "Oh, the Browns just lost today by 25 points," and he's out drinking and celebrating after the game, and it
Right.
gets people pissed off.
Oh, if
Right.
he's injured too, especially.
Yeah, or even then,
Right.
and even if he played, they'll just say like, "Oh, he went out there, we lost, he stunk today, and he's drinking a beer. Who does he think he is?" And it turns
Right.
into news.
Or I
Which-
got
What's
What's
guy-
crazy
guy's
is like
sitting around.
Crazy.
when everybody else has a bad day, that's the first thing they do is they go
Yeah.
have a
Right.
drink.
Yeah, have a
If you
drink.
have a shitty day at work, you're
Yeah.
like, "I'm going to the bar. I'm having one tonight."
Right.
If an NFL athlete does
About
it,
to have one right now.
because of how it works, they're an athlete, they're a
Right.
celebrity, they're going to
Yep.
get treated special. So there's going to be bottle service. It's going to
Right.
look like a celebration. But this guy's
Exactly.
like, "I'm just here to hang out,"
You better be passing it.
Yeah, you better pass that around.
and they're going to get scolded by social media.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. I was a line cook years ago at a place called Strip Steakhouse in Avon.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
plug for you, big guy.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so I worked there, and you know how their kitchen butts up against the bar, and you can be like I could be as close as I am to Lisa, like I was at the restaurant with people sitting there, and I'd be cooking right in front of them.
Oh no kidding.
Yeah, I could actually reach out and touch them if I wanted to.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So I'm standing there, right, and we're cooking, and I look over to my right, and there's this dude that walks in. He's got like gym shorts on and a wife beater, a white one. And he's with this blonde.
And isn't that place kind of like a fancier?
fancier place?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's with an older woman too. And they sit down at the table in the regular area by the bar area.
Sure.
And they ordered drinks. And Johnny Manziel got himself a beer, right? I said to my boss, I go, "That's Johnny Manziel." And they're like, "No, it's not. You're crazy." I'm like, "That's fucking Johnny Manziel. I'm telling you right now." It was Johnny Manziel.
Oh, I bet.
It was when he was in rehab
Yeah.
and he wasn't allowed to be drinking. He had beer.
Yeah.
We sent him all this food out and they never touched any of the food. I think he was high on cocaine.
Oh, more than likely.
Fucking all
yeah.
buzzed. You could see the look in
Yeah,
his
he had
eye.
no
right?
appetite.
Mhm.
And then what's funny is, so my boss said, he's like, "Nobody take photos. No photos." And they immediately went over and said, "We're going to take you upstairs into the
Okay.
VIP room," because they had a VIP room there. They
Mhm.
wanted to usher him out of the downstairs because people are taking. Once
Yeah.
they realized Johnny Manziel had beer
And
in
that's the
front of
problem.
him,
Right.
Guys, literally, you can't go out. Like, don't get me wrong. Johnny Manziel had his demons, and
you should have
social
not been
media-
having that beer.
social
Right,
media kind of
right.
helped put all that to light about all the shit that he got into.
Exactly.
But
As soon as
yeah,
my boss said
guys
that, I was
can't
like,
go out.
"Get my phone out."
Yeah. Like they just want to go out for a drink, albeit
Yeah,
he
they
was
can't be
probably
normal.
under the influence. He was in rehab. He shouldn't have
Yeah.
been drinking, but other
Right.
guys could just go out and, like, I even had a buddy a couple of years ago who he was at some steakhouse in like Medina or something, and he sends us a picture. He's going, "Miles Garrett's over there eating dinner." It's like the guy's just trying to eat dinner, but
Right.
yet people
Leave
like
him
want to take a
alone.
picture of this guy.
Right.
But that's social media. That's
That's
camera
what happens
phones.
when you become celebrity. and,
Exactly.
You know.
You're literally everywhere.
Yeah.
You cannot be hidden anymore.
Right.
Well, he came up there often. He came up there at least a good 6-7 times. He'd like sit on the patio. My boss would be like, "Johnny Manziel's out there. We're gonna send him some appetizers out." He was with that blonde bimbo,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
girl that he
Blonde
was
bimbo.
that girl that he was with,
Yeah.
that press
Do you,
charges
uh,
and stuff.
off topic a little bit. Do you recommend that place? The
That's
restaurant?
fantastic.
Is it good?
Fantastic food.
Okay. My wife
Yeah.
and I, we have our anniversary coming up, and I was debating between there or Marble Room because we want to go somewhere kind of swanky.
So Marble Room is very traditional, like White Oaks. But
Mhm.
you're gonna get. I mean, they do have like a fantastic raw bar and stuff like that.
Sure.
But Strip Steakhouse, you're gonna get the best steaks in all of Ohio.
That's what I heard.
First
My
off.
buddy and his wife, they had just went there a couple weeks ago, and he's like, for me, that's the best meal I've had in Cleveland because he's actually from Detroit.
All their seafood is next day seafood, so it's caught that the day before and flown right to Strip Steakhouse.
Perfect.
All their seafood's top notch. And the thing I like about Strip Steakhouse, they're super creative.
Okay.
So like when I worked there, they had this it was a meatball dish. The meatball was like this big and it sat on a
Dang.
little plate of red sauce.
Okay.
It was just like, and their baked potatoes are those monster baked potatoes.
Awesome.
So
I
it's
think
very
I'm
cool.
sold. I think I know where I'm going.
Yeah. If you do go, get the tomahawk wagyu.
Okay.
Okay. It's a little more pricey, but it's right on the bone. The thing's this big.
Okay.
And And keep in mind too, when you do order your steak, if you like it mid rare,
Mhm.
you're gonna tell them you want to like a high mid rare because it's gonna come out. It's gonna look rare
Okay.
because they go by temperatures,
Okay.
and it'll be right on the nose. And then most people that order rare mid rare always send it back because it's too bloody.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, yeah,
Good
but
to
it's
know.
fantastic when you eat that steak. It's like butter.
Oh yeah, I had some Wagyu in Disney a few months ago, and it was honest, like you said, it melted in my mouth. I took a bite, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, it was incredible."
There's another place too you should check out. Char in Rocky River. I work there too, and they bring in steak flown in from Tokyo.
Oh
and
really?
That's Kobe,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they have Kobe. It's like $180 an ounce,
Mhm.
but man, it's something you've never tasted before.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's like a different level of steak.
Okay, I've definitely heard of Char. I've never been there, but I've
Yeah.
heard of it.
If you like sirloin steak, it's gonna blow your mind.
That's awesome. I'll definitely check it out.
All right, so my last question for you is,
Sure.
and I want to know, I have my opinion on this, but what's your prediction for the AFC North this year? That's all I care about is the AFC North. I don't care about anything else.
But we know it ain't gonna be.
Well, you
I
don't
mean,
know.
as of right now,
Oh, yeah, I do.
gun to my head, I would say I would take the Ravens just because of what the record is right now, 1 month into the season. But I do think if it plays out the way it should play out, expected for me at least, it'll come down to the Browns and Ravens towards the end. The way it's going right now, the Bengals were in the conversation, except for right now they're 1-3. Doesn't look like they're getting any better. Joe Burrow's not getting any healthier, so I kind of counted them out. Steelers, I always thought would teeter around 500 at best.
That's what I think.
You can only really go as far as your quarterback can take you. That's how the NFL is built. And I don't think they have a very good quarterback personally. So, yeah, I think Browns and Ravens will battle for the top spot. Obviously, Ravens have the upper hand right now at 3-1. So,
As usual.
yeah, exactly.
Or it could easily be Baltimore takes it and the Browns and Steelers battle for wild card again. Like they
Yeah.
always do.
I mean, that's very possible too. Even the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals could maybe they wake up in a couple of weeks and Joe Burrow figures it out and they go on a 10-game win streak. They've done it before. So
No, that's true.
the AFC North is crazy. It's a wild card. It's hard to predict. So I can only go off of what I saw for the first 4 weeks right now.
Right.
Yeah, Burrow's definitely in a rut.
Yeah,
You
he,
can tell by the way
he
he's
is.
playing.
he had that bad injury that at one point people thought he wouldn't even play week 1, maybe even miss a couple of weeks, and they put him out there anyway. He hasn't looked himself. It's clear that they rushed him back from an injury that they never should have done.
You
so
know
it's,
why?
It's biting him in the ass.
Always.
Because all that money.
Yeah.
They can't. You can't get paid all that money and expect to sit on the bench. They're not going
And
to do
that's
that.
the issue with Watson today. A lot of Browns fans are mad that he didn't play, but it's like, would you rather him miss this one game? We now have 2 weeks off. He can get healthy. He's expected to be good to go for week 6 when we come back, or go out there, play today, risk re-injuring it, and then he misses the whole season. I would take one game over the season.
Right.
I think it was a
Me
smart
Me
move.
too.
They already did that to Baker.
Yeah.
They played
Yeah.
them that whole season. They should have just
And-
pulled him. Let
And
him
that was
heal.
kind of a mix of both. That's
Yeah.
Baker refusing to say I'm hurt. So he's
Right.
coming in saying, no, I feel good.
Yep.
And then the game
Yes.
starts and he looks like shit. And everyone's
Right.
like, okay, clearly he's hurt. And Baker's like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, I liked when
Deshaun
he,
Watson was like, I'm going to go out and warm up today. He warmed up, threw a couple balls, literally looked at the coaches and said, no, this doesn't feel good. And they said, okay, you're not playing. There you go.
Do you remember that game? I'm not sure who the Browns were playing, but when Baker was playing, and you knew he was hurt, right? And he starts running towards the sidelines, and he gets whacked really hard. Or if you remember that part, and he gets up, and you could totally see his arm just like laying there, like.
I do remember
And
that.
he's running back to the huddle.
I
I'm
think
like,
it
what the
was-
fuck you doing?
I feel like that was against the
Idiot.
Steelers, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got
May have
hit
been the
late.
Steelers.
And
Yeah,
then
he got
ended
hit
up-
late
He
going on
ended
the
up throwing
sidelines.
like an interception a few plays later. We were driving down to win the game, but he
Yeah.
took a huge hit, got up, celebrated to get the
Right.
crowd pumped
Mhm.
up. But you could tell, you're like, okay, he just landed on that bum shoulder.
He was hurting.
And
You
then
could tell when he ran back to the
Yeah.
huddle.
Yeah.
His arm was just like.
And then he had no accuracy and it cost us the game. But
Mhm.
that's him trying to be a hero. And it ended up screwing the team.
Right.
And as Lisa would say, those dirty Steelers whacked him going out of bounds. I'm like, that's football, baby.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cheating.
She's cheating.
Only when it's against the Browns. I agree.
Exactly.
With that.
See?
It's football when it's
That's
every
right.
other team.
Yep.
When Miles
Got that
Garrett
right.
hit Rudolph in the head, she was like, there you go.
Yeah. Hey,
If it would have been a Steeler whacking him in the head, she would have been like, that's bullshit.
you got to do what
That's
you got to
right.
do.
Yes.
Well, yeah, you stick up for your team.
Yes, I do.
You know, it's fun. We don't talk football when
No.
we're together at all.
Nah.
I mean,
I'd have to kill
It's
him.
not like we even discuss it. We're not going to talk.
I
football.
love
We
talking
just-
football, but at the same time, like even I can get burned out from it every once in a while. Like
Yeah.
especially today, like the Browns lose, everyone on social media is freaking out and they're having panic attacks, and it's like, guys, we had a 5th round quarterback playing his first game ever. Like let's pump the brakes.
What pisses me off
There were
though
so
is
many
like
3 and outs.
I
So
mean,
many 3
And that's the
outs.
problem too, is you have fans that they're just trying to be mad at somebody. So
right.
the defense up until today, they were elite. They were arguably the best defense in football. Today they gave up some points, but there is a reason for that. The offense was 3 and out every time. The defense never left the field.
Right.
They're human beings. They get tired. Like they might be
Right.
the best conditioned athletes in the world, but they get tired in a 60-minute game,
Right.
a
So the-
physical game.
That's what pisses me off. They always I love Cleveland. The fans is great.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they just get to short end and stick the players that actually, themselves, because we don't know what's going on with them.
100%. They're
You know?
humans, and people don't think
exactly,
about that.
Exactly.
Like-
they're just robots on the field. You should be winning. It ain't like that.
There have been guys who go out there and play, and they'll announce, like, we actually have a guy on our team, Marquise Goodwin, who he back when he was with the San Francisco 49ers, his daughter, I believe, was like a few months old, young girl or young child, and passed away.
Mhm.
He played a game like the next day because he told his friends, he's like, this is my escape. So he went out there, scored a touchdown, dropped to his knees, like started crying, and everyone's like, that's an amazing moment because people didn't know that.
Right. Right.
So you're watching the game and you're like, oh, this guy scored. Why is he acting like that? And then they tell the story and you're like, oh God, he's a human. Like
Yeah.
you don't think about it. Like these
Right.
guys have situations behind the scenes
Mhm.
that if you have a bad day and you go to work, it might affect your day at work.
Right.
It might happen to these guys too, but
Right.
we just see it on a grander scale and we get irritated by it
Right.
because we think you should be great.
Right. Let me
You're
see your
paid so
arm
much
hanging.
money.
Let me see all this arm hanging and see how good you
Yeah.
throw ball.
If
you
I wake
know,
up with the
like-
sniffles, I'm like, I'm calling off today. I'm not dealing with it.
Right.
And
I have
you got
a
these guys,
hangover.
they're like,
Right.
yeah, I think my shoulder's out of place. And you're like,
Yes.
you pussy, get out there and play.
Right. Right.
That's freaking
I
great.
pay you to.
You're making how much? You're gonna not play today?
Right.
Oh, you're
Exactly.
playing.
Yeah.
And then I'm hungover and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be late, boss. Sorry, I don't have it in me today.
Dude, if I got whacked that hard going out of bounds like that, I'd be calling off for my
I'd
life.
be taken out by the stretcher
Yeah.
every time. I'd be like, I'm not
It's like-
walking anymore. I'm done.
It's like
Yeah,
some of those
that'd
is
be
like,
it.
how did they even get up? Like, how do you move?
Oh
like,
man, they get
And they like
get
bounce
destroyed.
up and they
Yeah,
like
like,
celebrate. and
hi.
it's like, what?
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember that play when Baker got destroyed on the
Yeah.
sideline, then just was like, first down, baby. And then the next play interception.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
just 'cause
dude,
you're
your
like,
arm
"Yeah,
was
ball."
gone.
His arm's not in
Yeah,
place.
you can't throw the ball. Here.
It's like when you throw, it's like,
You never see me throw a football. I used to be able to hike a football. I mean,
yeah. Know who had a good game for the Browns today? The punter. Punter made his money today.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of
Yeah.
action
He was
today.
like, I gotta go out there again. I
Yeah.
just sat down.
Like he's sitting in an ice bath right now for his leg
Yeah,
because
right,
it's sore.
yeah, I'm sure.
I just got out of the game. I gotta go back in.
It's like, what's up with you guys?
That's what our defense was saying all day
Right.
too. They
Yeah,
didn't
can
have
we
a
just
minute.
go downfield and kick a field goal or
Right.
something?
We got one. We got one.
Just want to
field
do a
goal today.
kickoff.
And then right at the end, we were on like the 10-yard line, and I'm like, maybe they'll score a late touchdown. It'll mean
Yeah,
nothing, but
yeah.
like maybe we get a touchdown. And then he threw an interception.
Yeah,
That's how
of
it ended.
course,
That's
because we
ugly.
have the curse. you
Yeah.
know?
So you're saying it's going to be Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. I don't know. It might be too early to tell.
Yeah,
I think it's too
so-
early.
I mean, again,
it
it
is
could
too early.
that could be flip flopped in any way because Lamar Jackson could get hurt, or
Right.
Joe Burrow could figure things out. So then next thing you know, Bengals
Yeah,
are the one
that's
seed.
true.
Like it could go
Right.
anywhere.
Never
But yeah,
count the Bengals out though, for real.
Yeah.
that's
Like they always
you-
end up.
they've
like,
always been a
surprising
slow
us.
starting team. It
Yes.
happened last year too. I think last year they started off like a couple losses. They were maybe 500. Then they went on like a 10 or 12 game winning streak.
Mhm.
So
What'd you call them?
Just shut up, Jeff.
The Bengals.
the
Just
Bungles,
shut
the
up.
Bungholes, you can call them whatever.
Bungholios. There you go.
They don't deserve any
Bungholio.
respect. So it's
Right,
fine.
right, right. I don't like them.
Although those the white uniforms look pretty cool. I
Yeah,
thought
they look
really
great.
cool.
The only thing though is that I will always affiliate them with that Nick Chubb injury, so I hope to never see them again.
Yeah.
Because
That
that's
Browns uniform though.
yeah. I mean,
love
I
the design there.
I like the colors. I like when they wear orange. I love when
Yeah.
they incorporate the orange. I think it
Me
looks so
too.
cool.
Me too.
They just don't do it enough,
Mm-mm.
and
Oh,
the fans love it. So I don't understand why they're not doing it. But
Because they don't listen to us.
Yeah,
They
exactly,
really
pretty
don't,
much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was very
Absolutely.
cool
Thanks for
talking
having
to
me.
you. I love
For sure.
talking football. I'm sure I'll talk to you like in mid-season. Be like, what do you think now?
yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe Kyle and I are going to be on Steel City next Sunday. So more football talk.
We got to watch that one.
And after the Steelers just got their asses kicked, I cannot wait to be on that
That's
show.
what I mean. Yeah, we'll be watching that one.
If they would have won today, I would be like, man, maybe I can't make it after all. But they got destroyed. So I'm
I
like,
got
yeah,
a
I could be there.
fever. I got
Yeah,
a fever. I
I'll be
can't
there.
make it. I'm hungover.
You should get your own chair and they should have Browns logo on it and bring it in.
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
Like a recliner.
having my own chair in general
I'm
is a
the
good
boss.
idea. And then
All right, yeah, it's very cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna have Tim play this song by this band called Massive Hot Dog Recall.
awesome.
They're from Kent, Ohio. I've played a few of their songs on here. I like them a lot. They're like a ska punk
Okay.
with a hard edge. And the song is called "It Takes Guts." Tim, you bring that up for us. Take a little break. And when we come back,
I don't wanna.
Lisa's going to talk about what's going down in the shit. We'll come-
Toilet.
You get to talk for a minute.
Hola.
It's my favorite part of the show.
This here song is about a fella out in the great state of Oregon. This rascal is America's first transgender mayor. This good old boy started out with a couple red toenails, got a boob implant. This is his journey. Yep. Everyone was a little bit alarmed at first, but my winning spirit helped me take my lumps. I broke up a fight at the council meeting in size 11 pumps. Everybody in this town is related, but I'm a man among the rest. My lady, she gets frustrated because I do my makeup best. It takes guts to dress like a woman. I'm a bona fide butter man. It takes guts to dress like a woman, but it takes balls to love like a man. Friends, have you ever gotten that not so fresh feeling south of the equator? I have. Don't be shy. Tell you what I do. I slide into a pair of silk panties. And just to keep it real, I sprinkle a little bit of Gold Bond powder right there in the taint area. And as I sashay past you at the bar, I'll wink at you and you know what I'm talking about. My lady bought in from the get-go. We love each other more every day. Our love is strong, we never argue, except when it's her turn to wear the lingerie. It takes guts to dress like a woman. I'm a bona fide butter man. It takes guts to dress like a woman, but it takes balls to love like a man. One more time, boys, let's go. It takes guts to dress like a woman. I'm a bona fide butter man. It takes guts to dress like a woman, but it takes balls to love like a man. You heard me. It takes balls to love like a man. Both of them. It takes balls to love like a man. It takes balls like a man.
There you go. Justin, it takes balls to walk like a man.
It does. You're not. That's the truest song I've ever heard, I think.
That was great, right? That was just for you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
I did not want to dedicate that to you, but it did
It
have
worked
balls
out.
in it, so it did work out.
It was a happy accident.
Yes, it was. I love happy accidents. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the show over to Lisa. She's going to tell us all the great stuff that's going on in Akron, Ohio. The Country Vixen, Baby Hands,
Really? Akron? Akron? I don't say it like that.
the Rubber City.
Uh-uh.
Rubber City, Jeff.
Outmall's not in Akron.
Well, it's in the area. Kind of. It's out in Northeast Ohio.
Okay. All right. A cool fun shop. Matter of fact, Jeff writes these. This
I didn't put anything in there either to mess with you. And Liz,
always
if
does.
you're listening, I didn't put anything in here to mess with her whatsoever.
Yes, he does. Every time. Tons of
Of
stuff.
course.
Tons
You
of stuff.
always do, Jeff.
Tons of stuff. I can't read this. And gifting. A lot of creative handcrafted artworks and items. A lot of local artists and artisans. Really. If you want to support your local community, a place to buy some neat stuff. Don't sound like a commercial.
You can go to Odd Mall.
Go to Oddmall. Also has some mass-produced items, board games, dice, pens dispensers, etc. Don't forget to check out all the lizards and amphibians and reptiles. Oh my!
Oh my!
Very nice. Lisa, very nice.
Dude, there's a trend here. Yeah, Oddmall. They book bands.
Do they?
Yeah, they have bands. They have like a stage up there, and so they pick all the oddest bands to play.
Mm.
Yep.
But they have reptiles.
Yeah, reptiles. Wouldn't that be cool though? You go to a store to buy some pets, and there's a rattlesnake there. You can buy it.
I don't want nothing to do with
And
the
a
damn
band
snake.
playing in the
And
background.
the band
That's
playing in the
awesome.
background, shaking the rattlesnake cages.
That's
you know,
like a perfect storm right there.
Yeah. Perfect storm.
I fit right in because I naturally look like a raptor. So
Yeah. Hey, Liz, we're going shopping there.
you guys go ahead. I'm staying home. I ain't going anywhere. It's anything that's crawly.
Oh, damn. I knocked over the reptile cage.
The Gook. What up, Gook?
What's up, Guka? Guka's going to be on the show
Yeah, he's coming.
next Sunday.
Yes.
Crazy show. Going to get more and more crazy each one with paranormal stuff. So, Rage Room.
Yeah, Rage Room.
I picked that up for you.
What are you trying to insinuate?
You need that. You need the Rage Room. I'm just putting it out there.
I ain't gonna go there. I want to be nice.
You destroy that whole place.
Yes. Where can you book and room a smash the living shit out of stuff?
The Rage Room. I'm about to rage.
Here I come. Where's the axes?
smash.
So instead of going to the bar, Justin, after a bad day, go to the Rage Room.
I feel like Browns players would still get their pictures taken there.
Yeah.
Especially.
Deshaun Watson
Why
just
is he
came
so
into the Rage
angry?
Room.
There would be more speculation. Like, I bet he's mad at the coach. Like, they would try to turn it into a story.
Right.
Stefanski's coming out the back door. That didn't sound right.
Everyone's wearing a mask.
Yes.
Oh man, that's great.
Coming to kill you. No.
What else is going on in Akron?
It's Buzzbin.
Yeah.
Is and has always been about having a good time. We book all kinds of music, rock, metal, doom, stoner, noise, punk, blues, hillbilly, psychobilly, etc.
Stoner.
Stoner. We are a neighborhood bar that just happens to have really good bands and lots of beer.
Yeah, they're a cool place, right? You
Mhm.
like Buzzbin?
Yeah, Buzzbin.
Yeah, we have a show there on November 18th.
And Kenmore,
Yep. It's a,
right on the boulevard.
and the reason I put the band's name down, you'll notice Orion Sword. We have them
Mhm.
opening the show for us.
Yeah.
And, Buzzbin's cool. And then also,
Mhm.
Akron has the haunted schoolhouse and laboratory.
I've been there a long time ago.
Is it scary? Did it scare you?
No.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Not one of the best ones.
No, I mean, I don't know. I didn't. It wasn't one of those ones that's like I was just like, this is stupid. Like nothing scary. I don't know. This wasn't scary.
I
Yeah.
want to just put her in front of me as we go through. You know what I don't like about haunted houses, and I got banned from the one because I hit somebody in it. Was they jump out at you? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like they'll hide in the dark and then jump out and grab you. That's not good for me.
Yeah, it's hard for people to like control themselves because obviously you're in a situation where they're gonna scare you
Yeah.
and you're on edge, and then someone jumps out and you might just have a natural reaction to like,
Mhm.
flail an arm or something,
Yeah.
and then you hit them and they're like, you're out, and you hit them, and it's
Yeah.
like, I didn't mean to.
Right.
You know?
I'm
Right.
scared the living shit out
Yeah.
of me.
See the schoolhouse. That's like they're just in like a little cage thing that you're walking through, and it's just like here's a little scary scene. Here's a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, those are kind of like
Yeah.
I could walk through that at Cedar Point. Like
Right. So I
yeah.
want something's going to like.
That shit. Actually, the one in Cedar Point's kind of scary because you'll be
they have
walking.
some
Around,
good ones.
you'll be walking around in the area, right?
yeah.
You're going to get yourself a beer or something, and then somebody will just jump out at you and grab you, and they're like dressed like a clown. That shit's
That's
terrifying.
my favorite
Yeah.
part. Just doing the walk around. You just have
Yeah.
you have to get a nice drink and you're just going around.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoa! That's freaking great. Yeah, some of those can be scary. You know, the thing that I don't like is when they come out with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
It's not so much that it scares me. The thing's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do that on purpose. They want you to be you're in a
Scary.
quiet room, you're hearing some things, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right, trying to pay attention. Then all of a sudden this loud
Chainsaw.
chainsaw's going right in your ear,
Yeah.
and it
Right.
just throws you off a little bit.
Right.
Now, when we did Crystal Palooza, one night I had to sleep on the couch because I got my salad tossed on the bed, and it was a disaster. I couldn't sleep in my bed.
It happens.
And
It's a lot of
I
cleanup.
had to sleep
Yeah.
in Lisa's room, but I slept on the couch in the kitchenette,
Okay.
and I heard the chainsaw all night.
Yeah, she was just, taking care of some
His-
trees and
his was
It was Darth Vader.
I might sound like that, but yours was like I'm wheezing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you were gonna suck the roof off the room there, Jeff.
Yes.
She did, for
Between
sure.
Between the both of us, me doing that and him doing the wheeze,
Oh, it was
you
bad.
know, it was
all
kind of like
bad.
it was like music.
So what I'm hearing is that 2 CPAP machines need to be ordered.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get her a
Yes.
Darth Vader one.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
That could
great.
be
That'd
arranged.
be cool.
And,
That'd be cool.
yeah, that'd be fantastic.
What is this country night at Pix?
She's changing the subject, but I woke up at one point and I heard that noise, right? I didn't know what it was coming from the other room. I thought they were doing landscaping outside.
You're like,
I'm like,
They
it's too
could've-
early for
how
that shit.
early are they
They
cutting
could've,
trees
though.
down out there?
It's like a wood
They
chipper.
they can pay me their wages.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Mr.
Wow.
Weezer. We can start calling him Weezer. What do you think, Liz?
I'm the Wheeze.
Totally.
Are you sure?
I got
The best part. The best
got
part. Wait,
asthma.
let me back this up. The best part is when you don't hear any breathing. It's like.
That's because I roll over.
"Ah."
And you can't hear it.
Yeah. And you're
I
laying
was
there, you're like,
oh my,
all right.
is she dying?
Yeah, she's either dead or she's readjusting.
Yeah,
CPR.
See,
stat.
see, you don't even know how to do CPR.
Yeah, I
You
do.
let me die.
Why are you on my bed?
Why are you on top of me?
Thought you were dying. Jesus Christ. Didn't hear you breathe for like 5 minutes.
That's a good thing.
Sleep apnea for you.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. It's bad. Country night at Pix.
We went to Pix, right?
I don't remember going to Pix.
Which one is Pix? Is the one where we got the bad service, or was Pix the one that had the really nice stage? No, Pix is the one where you went with your dad to eat and it was super expensive.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
You know, it's my old age since I am supposed to be older than you.
You act like it.
I know, because I'm more mature.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't mature the older I get, so I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I don't think I went
Such
past
a child.
19.
Yeah.
I haven't matured since I've been 19.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Yeah,
matured.
mine was earlier than that.
I
Yeah.
was like 12.
Yeah. I still have that little boy personality. I'm
100%. I'll never grow up.
like prankster and stuff.
Yeah.
I love it as shit.
It's
I
like
just-
I don't want to grow up, but I always have to be put in that position where you are. No, you got to take care of this.
Yeah,
Nope,
that's
you
like
gotta
the
take
worst
care- it's
when you actually have to be
damn.
responsible. You're like,
Yes,
"Ugh, I
it's
don't
like,
want to
why-
do this.
Yeah,
Like, I just want to do nothing. Like, I want to be a kid again.
yeah. I mean, like,
Oh,
I
so much
just-
better.
I can't manage my life not being responsible. Like,
Yeah, it
all
sucks.
shit would fall apart.
Yeah, it sucks.
even
I don't,
Redline.
I don't want to do it.
Friday night. Every Friday night from 9 to close, $2 Bush Light cans.
only in Pix on Portage Lakes, $2 Bush Light beers.
Mhm. Hey, at least it ain't Bud, because then nobody would go.
I'm actually into
Busch.
that. I love Busch Light. That's like
Yeah.
honestly my favorite beer.
I love Bush too.
Yeah.
And
The frothier, the better.
And then we go to Lakeside Oktoberfest.
I like how it just gushes in your face.
Only if you shake it.
Yeah, I think it's a little disturbed.
All right, so Oktoberfest in Lakeside.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, right?
I guess.
Have you
Is
ever
it?
been to that?
No.
No. I thought you would go.
What a ringing endorsement. I love it. That's pretty
They
cool,
have-
right? Sure, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta go first.
They have live polka music. I know you like to dance to that.
I could dance to about anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Polka.
I do some of my ad reads like that for the show because sometimes we won't have the correct paper. So I'll get an ad and I'm like, okay, I know this is a sponsor, but I'm like, I don't know anything about them. So go check them out, I guess. Let me know how it is.
See? I mean, do you want to? I don't want to lie.
Yeah,
like,
like,
you know?
I don't want to tell you something that's wrong, but
Right.
it's
Right.
probably good. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because whenever it's the worst place, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's good," then you're like,
And someone's gonna come back and be like, hey, you told me to go to this
Yeah,
place. So I'm
exactly.
like, never heard of it. Don't
See?
know anything about it.
"See,
What's funny about that is the station owner, when he produced the show the one night, handed me the sponsor sheet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but we just run the commercials. He's like, no, you need this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to read any of this.
So we used to do live reads, which would require a fresh sheet. And then as of late, the sheets have been not as accurate as they could be. So I would get a message the day of the show and it would say, hey, you're going to have a fresh ad sheet waiting for you. Rarely was the case. So
So when you
we
guys
would just wing it.
so when you guys first started doing the show before you had the commercials run, you had to read those.
Yeah, we would make like a
That
bit out of it.
sucks.
So I would purposely not
Mm.
tell Kyle or Tim when we're going to do it. So I would just segue in with like, if we're talking about a topic and we hit a word that I'm like, I can go with that. I'll go into ad reads. And Kyle's
He
like,
did.
oh shit, and he's got to grab his papers and like do it. We made it work. It was always really fun.
Yeah.
Like we made a bit out of it. We tried to do a different version every time.
I had Lee Money on the show one time, and we were talking, and then I mentioned Incredible Keepsakes, and all of a sudden he's like, "At Incredible Keepsakes, you can get T-shirts, hats, blah blah blah." I'm like, "What are you doing right now?
So
You're doing a commercial?"
Like
Yeah.
I would be a dick about it. Obviously, like I think one of them was like, I said, if you want to make a shirt about a, what would I say? If you're throwing out an old shitty chair and you want to make a shirt to memorialize it, Incredible Keepsakes can make that. Like I would make just
That's
like
funny.
stupid jokes about that, or like if you remember having a studio with internet, Incredible Keepsakes can put that on a cup for you. I would just do I would do that kind of shit because I knew it ruffled feathers, and I love.
Dude, we
doing
could
that.
do like 9 cheers here.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a lot. Dude.
Yeah.
Incredible Keepsakes, they can handle it.
Yeah.
Man, start with that fucking one right
they
there.
They could airbrush them and make them all nice. And
That one's back and to the left. That's the JFK chair.
That's when you're really drunk and you just sit in there. You're gonna know
Take a quick
anyway.
nap.
It's like a slalom.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's chair.
Yeah.
Look at him over there. He's having a great time. He hasn't moved for hours.
Yeah, it's just very
he's
comfortable.
there. He just got to lead a little bit.
Remember when they took Bernie to the beach?
Oh yeah,
That was fucking great.
that movie's so good.
It is.
Did he
I
like
still
fall
watch
in the
it all the
water
time.
and started
Yeah.
going out to sea? Go
There
get
were
Bernie!
So many things they did to that guy. His poor body.
Yeah.
I would love for like part 2 of Weekend at Bernie's to come out now.
Oh
That'd be
god.
funny.
Like,
mean,
the
it-
humor now would be so disturbing.
It depends on who makes it. If it's like a big studio, they would make it as PC as possible, so it wouldn't be that good. Like
Right.
the old one in the '80s, it was like
Yeah.
pervy. It was funny. Like they were pushing
Yeah.
boundaries. But
Yeah.
then nowadays, you can't cross those
Can't do
lines.
none
It's a
of that.
shame.
Can't do
Didn't
nothing anymore.
did Bernie get lucky when he was dead? On this
No, he was stiff in other ways, but I don't think.
I have an idea for part 2.
And
I wrote Bernie all weekend.
Oh my
Ow.
gosh.
I forgot you were on,
Okay.
Liz. So yeah, Oktoberfest on Lakeside. I think that's by Portage Lakes, right?
yeah.
And they have German
okay.
food. I put that in there just for you because I know how you love schnitzel and dog, bratwurst.
She said kibasi's.
Yeah.
She likes it better than
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
So.
She likes them big and meaty. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
better.
good.
All right. Liz is on the. That would be good.
Liz already knows you're not good. We talked
Yes,
about
she
it last
does.
night.
I
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
yes,
So it's on 8 acres of lakefront property.
it is. It's
Yeah.
really nice there. For real.
And then I saw that other thing that is in your hometown, the Bent Lather Cider and Wine.
Mhm.
I'd like to see you on a bent ladder. Can't make it up the stairs, Jeff.
Really?
Liz is on here. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's in your
You're
hometown.
scarring me for life, Jeff.
What,
You're
what
scarring
did you,
me for life.
what did you collect from his psyche?
Yeah.
He's mentally deranged.
She's learning a lot about Jeff
Yeah,
tonight.
she's assessing
Yeah.
me right now. You're deranged.
deranged. You are mentally deranged.
She
You
likes
need
it.
some serious help that's beyond my level of expertise. I'm out.
At least she's
I have
being
a team of
honest.
therapists.
She's being honest.
I don't just have one. I have like 6 on staff.
Liz, ain't you supposed to sing today?
That's right. We need to get your acapella.
Yes.
I'm waiting on Jabberjaws to.
All right. I'm gonna shut up and let you do your thing. Oh, you mean Lisa?
Nah.
No, I'm talking about you court
gotcha.
jester.
I'm the coach, Jester. I'm turning it over to you now. I'm gonna be quiet.
No.
I'm backing up.
All right.
Warm, comfortable chair. I have a heated seat cushion. You've got the floor, ma'am.
I thought you said you were gonna stop talking, Jeff.
I did.
I'm pretty sure that if we just take your mouth closed, you won't be able to function.
You always get Tim to turn my microphone off.
Turn it
I'm
off.
gonna have
Tim.
to do that. So we're gonna do this. I haven't done this in a minute, so I'm kind of nervous, but we're gonna do this. 2 a.m. and she called me 'cause I'm still awake. Can you help me unravel my latest mistake? I don't love him. Winter just wasn't my season. Yeah, we walked through the door so accusing their eyes like they have any right at all to criticize. Hypocrites, you're all here for the very same reason. 'Cause you can't jump the track, we're like cars on a cable, and life's like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the rewind button, girl. So cradle your head in your hands and breathe. Just breathe. Oh, breathe. Just breathe. May he turn 21 on the base of published yesterday. He sat down to the flask in his fist. Ain't been sober since maybe October of last year. Here in town, you can tell he's been down for a while, but my God, he's so beautiful. When the boys not wanna hold him, maybe I'll just sing about it. Like cars on the cable, and life's like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the rewind button, boy. So cradle your head in your hands and breathe. Breathe. Oh, breathe. Just breathe. There's a light at each end of this tunnel you shall, 'cause you're just as far in as you'll ever be. You just make them again. If you only try turning around. 2 a.m. and I'm still awake writing the song. If I get it all down on paper, it's no longer inside of me, threatening the life it belongs to. Yeah, I feel like I'm naked in front of the crowd, 'cause these words are my diary screaming out loud, and I know that you'll use them however you want to. 'Cause you can't jump the track, we're like cars on a cable, and life's like an hourglass glued to the table. No one can find the rewind button now. Sing it if you understand. And breathe. Just breathe. Oh, breathe. Just breathe.
That was great.
That was great.
That was great.
That was
man.
wonderful. You know, it takes a lot of guts to do that with
Yes,
no music at all.
exactly.
Absolutely.
By
Yeah.
yourself like that.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Good job, Liz.
Yeah,
great
I'm
job.
proud of you.
That was awesome.
When I was listening to you, I was thinking about something. I was wondering
Oh,
if you
no.
could Lisa vocal lessons. She really needs the help.
Just because I sound like a country vixen, it has nothing to do with it, Jeff.
I have to tell you the story about when she was in the vocal room with me.
And what he did to me.
It was
That's
funny.
the thing.
What did you do?
He was in there poking me. He's like, sing something, sing. I'm just like, I don't. you
Justin,
know,
the
boom.
vocal room is like the size of a phone booth. The old
Right.
phone
Yes.
booths.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And there's like a TV screen there where you could follow along to the music. And Lisa was afraid to go in there by herself.
I was like, I want to go to her. It's like,
I just was gonna have her. If I have to sing, you have to sing type deal, right?
Yes.
It's only
That's
fair,
fair.
Liz.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she made me come in there, and I was like, "Oh, geez." So there's not so much room, right? So we're like sitting like we are now. It's
Yeah.
even closer, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I'm standing next to her, and her part comes on, and I know that she wasn't like warmed up or even ready to start singing.
But he had me laughing.
Yeah.
We was laughing the whole freaking time we was in there.
We should
And
have.
then they wanted me to sing. So I'm there in the middle of a laugh.
Trying to
And-
get serious.
Yes, and I couldn't do it. So yeah, it sounded like
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was worse than that. But,
Yeah, shut up.
I wish that. I really wish that we could have saved that take.
Yeah,
and then
that
I
would've
could
been
have sent
fun.
it to Tim, and then we could make it part of the
Yeah, 'cause
intro
I'm
of the
there,
show.
I'm your and you're there laughing, and I'm in the middle of a laugh. So yeah, it was funny.
My heart bleeds.
It did.
That was fantastic.
Hey, not all songs are done on one take. That's
That's
how I
right.
look at it.
See?
you know?
It takes
See,
many. How many times
I
have you
don't
seen me
know.
play the guitar over and over again?
lots.
Yeah, well, the one time Lisa paid for studio time because she wanted me to write the music to her song, and I said to her, I'm like, listen, I got to play to a click track, so it might take a few tries,
Sure.
right?
Absolutely.
So I just see her looking at her clock like, this is the 17th time he's gone through it.
The only thing I kept hearing,
Yeah,
I'm
she's like
I went-
dollar,
yeah, I
dollar,
went home and I'm
dollar,
going,
dollar.
like,
I looked at her and I go, don't worry, I'm going to get this in a minute.
Yeah, okay.
25 minutes of playing the same guitar part over
Yeah,
and
I'm
over.
just
She's
like-
like, been doing this for 2 hours, Jeff.
Yeah,
We'll even
my
have
head
one
was
Yeah,
like,
track
eventually
when I
you
down.
guess
lose
I was
count on
just
how
like-
many takes it's been.
I'm like, get high, do something.
I know you play better when you're high. Just get high for God's sakes. Yeah, it was. But Liz, that was really good. I know that takes a lot of guts to do on your
Yes,
own.
it
For
does.
sure.
Just going up on stage and playing guitar and singing is scary.
Mhm.
What you did just now, I don't think I'd ever do that.
No, that's because she's good.
She is good, very talented,
Brave.
She got exactly.
and brave.
Yes,
Probably stubborn too.
Actually,
she's my stubborn girl. So leave it alone.
yes, I am. I'm a redhead. It's built into the DNA.
Fiery redhead.
Yep.
There's stories about redheads, I'll tell you.
You better back
Yes.
off.
And one that I will confirm is I have no soul. So watch out.
I've heard that rumor before.
Uh-oh. So I know we're starting to run out of time on the show. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a couple things about some paranormal stuff, and then we're going to lead out the show in a fantastic way today. Okay? Does that sound good, Lisa
Mhm.
Roma?
Mhm.
You guys ever heard of Gore Orphanage?
You wanted the
Absolutely.
Video, or did you want just the audio?
Oh, let's do the video too, because, or you know what? It doesn't really matter either way, but if we
No.
did video, it'd be even better.
Yeah, you got
All
it.
right. So Gore Orphanage.
Yep.
You heard that story? How it was an orphanage that burned down, and it's out by Gore Orphanage Road. It was burned down by fire in the 20th century. I'm not sure what that was. It sounded like the Halloween thing.
Yeah, it did.
It was perfect.
Mhm. Perfect timing.
Perfect time.
Tim can do his own sound effects sometimes.
That's
That's why
right.
he's so good.
Yes.
He doesn't need a
Great.
board.
Right.
Except this one over here is like.
Yeah. That's just her sleeping from what
Yes.
I heard. Yeah.
Yes.
Darth Vader.
Weezer.
The wheeze. So yeah, they say it burned down in the 20th century, right? So I read into it all week. So, however, it's fascinating. It's completely untrue. The orphanage was Swift Hollow on Gore Orphanage Road near Birmingham, Ohio. It was not called the Gore Orphanage. It never burned down. No one ever lost their life there. The facility from fire or any other cause. The real name of the place was Light of Hope, which they called Light and Hope. It was built by this Reverend John Sprunger in 1903. The orphanage was located in Bern, Indiana. That one burned down, and 3 kids died there.
Was the
So-
city already called Bern, Indiana before it burned down?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's kind of
Burn.
ironic.
Yeah, that's weird.
You girls are gonna burn and burn.
Damn.
So that was destroyed by fire. So they just took that story and flipped it and made Gore Orphanage that story.
Yeah.
So
That's how most folklore happens.
Yeah.
It's something
Right.
else, and everyone's like, well, let's embellish and put it in
Yeah.
a different location. And
Exactly.
not to say there may not be a haunting there, or maybe
Sure.
maybe it was Native American land, and maybe some weird paranormal stuff happens out there, because it happens in all types of areas, no matter where it is. But it never really happened, never really burned down. And then they made a movie about it in 2015. I never knew that.
I did not.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah. So the story of Gore Orphanage burning down is entirely false.
Hmm.
I was talking to one of the psychics that was at that show last night about it. I mentioned it to her. So I want to do just a little paranormal thing every time we have a show this month. And I thought that was cool because it totally, I'm skeptical as it is when it comes to stuff like that.
No, I'm 100% now.
Well, I know you are. she's the debunker.
Yes.
See that camera up there?
That's kind of how I am. I even watching a TikTok video. I'm like, yeah, that's fake. I don't believe anything.
Although that thing that happened at Front Street was real. You
Yeah,
saw
that
the camera
was.
footage.
That was.
Front
I
Street.
can't debunk that one.
Yeah, that's legit
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Where
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
being pushed off the shelf? Yeah, that's freaking crazy. And when
our
I
door
worked
got
there,
locked.
We
Our
got locked
door
in the
got-
basement,
And that
Oh,
was like-
really?
yes, that was legit real.
and we were freaking out because no cell phone service down there.
And we even see the
Oh,
door
so yeah,
handle.
you're
We saw the
stuck.
door handle turn.
Yeah, the door handle actually turned. I'm like,
I was drunk as shit, but I looked at her. I sobered up real fast. I looked at her and I go, "That just happened."
and I'm like,
Yeah.
get the
She's
fuck
like,
out.
"Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
We ran up the
Absolutely.
Yeah,
stairs.
there
like
wasn't
kids.
nobody out there, like nobody.
I think that's the fastest I've seen you run.
Hell
And me
yeah.
run.
That's
You've
that
seen
usually
me
brings out
run.
the best
Yeah.
out of people.
Yeah, I was out. I was like, I'm out.
Her little legs up the stairs, like.
I'm like, come on, Jeff, catch up.
I was like, "Holy shit, man!" That scared the fuck out of me. But
Mhm.
when I work there, I hear stuff in the basement. Like I hear voices, I hear people call my name, and it's to the point so much, Justin, now where no, I won't go in the basement by myself, or I
Really?
won't go in the basement unless there's people here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I open that door, I make sure I put shit in front of it so it can't move.
Oh yeah.
The one day I hit shit in front of it
And
and the
it
door
moved, right?
started to move. I'm like,
See?
"Don't do it to me! Just stop!"
I prep for this.
Yes.
I just kept looking at the door like, "Shit, I don't want to get stuck in that basement. Man.
Uh-uh.
That basement's
Uh-uh.
creepy,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I definitely don't want to be there by myself." So
It is creepy down there.
yeah, it freaked me out seeing that thing fall off the shelf. And then when we did the SLS thing on your phone, we saw all these like
Yeah.
weird like bodies moving all over the table. That freaked me out too.
And they was only in the ketchup and mustard things.
In the ketchup and
Yeah,
mustard.
It was, and they was like hiding, like they'd go like this,
That's awesome.
and he would walk over to it, and it would go away. He'd leave and come right back.
I was
You
singing
could
the-
see it coming like this.
I was
That's
singing
awesome.
the Doors thing to him. "Won't
Yeah.
you touch me,
Yeah.
babe?"
They was
This
like-
was all at Front Street.
Yeah.
No
it was,
kidding.
we were there before
Yeah.
anyone because
Yeah.
I opened up the door because I did prep before the other cook came on. So
Right.
we had a show that night. So I did all the work prior and then he could just take over. And we were in there and we just saw some weird
That's
things.
awesome.
Yeah.
So Front Street has that Nightmare on Front Street. Go up there. The place is really haunted. And
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting because I've seen
Yeah.
weird things there and stuff happen. So I want to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for coming early for the meeting. It was very eventful. I still don't know how I feel about any of that, but whatever.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
I know
One day
the
at a
feeling.
time.
Yeah.
Frustrated, but whatever. We'll figure it out, I guess. I want to thank Lisa Rella for being my partner in crime. Always have fun with you. Had fun last night. Had fun today. Jeff, the door's locked. What are we gonna do? Like, we have no cell service.
I'm like, open the fucking door, Jeff. Open the
Drunk-
door.
I'm drunk. I just want to sit down or lay down.
He's just looking at me like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, open the door.
I can't open the door. It's
He's
locked
like-
from the
Yeah,
inside.
you're locked. You have no cell phone. Just get comfortable.
Yeah.
And the fucked up thing was it was locked from the in. It locks on the outside, but I couldn't even turn the handle on the inside. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's strange.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. That freaks
Yeah.
me out. But
I'm good.
Justin, a few shows back, we did this thing about the fall of democracy in Ohio, and it was kind of funny. And I ended the show with one of life's greatest comics ever given to us, and it was Joe Biden. And we ran the reel. So, Liz, thank you so much for coming on, Queen Elizabeth. We had a great time with you.
Love you, Liz.
And your hair looks beautiful today. I wanted to tell you that.
Oh, thank you. Amaya did it. She did wonderful.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Reminded her teeter and pool.
Yeah, she cheats at pool. It's because she's not any good.
You say she cheats because you don't know how to win, Jeff. She beat you twice. So what now?
Cheaters never win. Yeah, she just shoots the balls wherever. I actually call my shots.
It's better just like hitting the ball.
Yeah, you're bingo. Yeah, this is another
Look, there
bingo
she
right there.
is.
There you are. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Queen Elizabeth. I'm going to see you very soon. We've got some more shows, and I'm sure Mom's going to bring you out. So, but today what we're going to do is we're going to end out the show today with another greatest thing that life's ever given us. And in my opinion, Howard, I was going to say Howard Stern. He's also a great thing life's ever given us. I'm going to say Donald Trump. And we're going to roll some footage of the Orange Man. China.
Well, we have some of the dumbest leaders in the world.
Yes,
We
true.
have losers. We have losers. They're losers. They're just losers. We have very stupid people. We have stupid leadership. How stupid are our leaders? How stupid are these politicians to allow this to happen? How stupid are they? Hillary Clinton was the single worst Secretary of State in the history of this country. The world collapsed around us while she was Secretary of State.
I have just one word for Mr. Trump. Basta. Enough.
Well, I think Jeb is a nice person. He's very low energy. I'm not used to that kind of a person.
So he's doing this to inflame and to incite and to draw attention, which seems to be his organizing principle of his campaign.
And then I see Rick Perry the other day, and he's so, he's doing very poorly in the polls. He put glasses on so people will think he's smart. And it just doesn't work. People can see through the glasses.
Donald Trump does not have the character, nor does he have the temperament to be the commander-in-chief.
You have this guy, Lindsey Graham, a total lightweight. Here's a guy in the private sector. He couldn't get a job, believe me. Couldn't get a job. He couldn't do what you people did. You're all retired as hell and rich, okay? He wouldn't be rich. He'd be poor.
He's becoming a jackass at a time when we need to have a serious debate about the future of the party and the country.
And I see this vicious, because I've been nice to Scott Walker. I said, oh, finally I can attack. Fine.
For a lot of us, it's like watching a car accident instead of focusing on the direction we should be headed. That's a sideshow out there.
But Mr. Trump, you're not a nice person. That's true. But actually I am.
That's a little something for you liberals out there.
This here song is about a fella out in the great state of Oregon.
With 11-inch pumps.
This rascal.
This rascal.
This is Rascal. Yeah, so I want to thank you so much, you guys, for coming on tonight. Next week's show, we have a cool show. Matt Guga is going to be on. Johnny Bobak with his artist Jeremiah Child's going to be on. We're going to be talking a lot of paranormal stuff, and I have a few bands that I'm going to play that's going to fit that paranormal theme. So thank you again, Justin, Queen Elizabeth, Lisa Rella, Timbuktu, we're Loud and Local. I'll see you next Sunday.